Hello guys, so glad you joining us again on Don's Graphics Design. Today, this evening, I want to show you how you can design a wedding invitation card on your Pixellab application just by using a smartphone. If you are coming across our channel for the first time, why not subscribe, like the tutorial, and equally share it out with some other designers. That said, let's get started. Okay, let's get started with the design. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is to delete the default text, and we're going to proceed here to click on those three dots to allow us set our design size. The size we want to use is 3000 by 4000, and I think this kind of A4 size is perfect for the design. After doing that, you want to click here on background setting, which will allow you now to import the background from your gallery. No issues, I will be sharing the background with you guys. But look at what we are going to do. We're going to rotate this. Okay, simply click on this to allow this downer portion to go up here so that it can go up here. So we're going to rotate this, and I think this is okay. So click now on the continuum button, which is this one, and you have your background already created. So after doing that, I think we should now bring in the couple. I want us to first of all go with this. Okay, right inside the tutorial we'll check if other photos or other images presented by the couple can go. But let's begin with this. And what are we going to do? We're just going to reduce the size, make it smaller a bit. Then using your relative position, you can click here to make sure it's on the middle of your design page. Once you have achieved that, you can go to layer and lock it up. But as you all can see, this image is hanging, it's not blending with the background. Although I have shown you in some other tutorials how you can blend images with the background, I'm still going to show you how we are going to blend this image with the background. And how do we do that? Before we do that, please kindly consider subscribing to the channel and to like this particular tutorial. Thank you so much for doing that. So we are going to click now on shapes, which is right here, and we're just going to click on gradient. Then we click on the plus button to create some shadow kind of effect. So we're going to click here first of all, and also to click here to manipulate the first color. Then we're going to reduce the opacity of the first color completely, and right now we're going to click on OK. Then click here on the color orientation to choose this fourth pattern of color orientation or gradient orientation. But then come now to your swap button, which will now allow you to swap the color. Then you can reduce this one, make it closer to the black, and as you can see we have this. Then click on check mark and you have something like this, which is a shadow, but we are going to change the color into a dominant white. Okay, just so it fits with the image. So can you see the impact of it? Okay, we can place it here. Now copy it, make a copy of it and position it on the same place. Copy it again, position, copy and position. So basically we're just going to be positioning it around the edges in order to make it blend. I believe you can see how that is working already. So just be positioning it until you are satisfied. Okay, so after achieving all of this, we can make another one. Beautiful. So as you can see now, everything is perfectly blended with the background. Now we're going to go to layer and select everything, all the shadows that we are just from creating, as I can call them, the ones that have actually helped us to blend the image with the background. Now we are going to merge it all so that it forms a single element. And after merging it all, just click on the lock button to make sure that it's perfectly locked up. Now after achieving this, the next thing I want to do is to bring in some golden elements. Okay, I have this particular golden element with me. I'm just going to crop it, and for the choice of gold for most of the design elements that we're using in this particular design, I think it always depends on your client. They'll always give you their preference. So um, use your relative position to tag this to the middle, and click on a check mark, but then click on to back to make sure that it falls to the back of the uh, couple. After achieving that, the next thing that we would love to do right now is to go to import once again, and we're going to import some beautiful flower elements. As you can see, the flower itself is all gold. We will reduce the size of this flower drastically and position it here. Okay, use relative position if you want to make sure that it's aligned to the middle. After achieving that, click on the layer panel. So I want to bring in some other flower elements here, but I want us to use shapes. So first of all, click on shape. Okay, I want to blend it with shapes, so go to gradient, and right now we're going to create another gradient by clicking on the plus button, which is here. Then we click on this color and set the color into this fading gradient. So we want to create a fading texture kind of impact. Can you see this? We have created a fading. Now click on the check mark and you go to your texture. So this is what I mean by the fading and texture impact. I'm going to use this particular background manipulation hack. It's a particular background manipulation hack. Sorry about that, guys. So it's a particular background manipulation hack that I want us to use, and right now we're going to select this to be the texture. I'll have this flower element. Can you see how the flower element is now fading with the background? So that is exactly what we wanted to achieve. So click on your check mark and just size this up. Okay, make it to fit perfectly also with the background. Then you're going to go to opacity and slide the opacity down a bit, just to about 40%. You can go to layer and you lock it up. Then we can even send it up a bit. Okay, just to make sure everything is perfectly aligned. Can you see how it has blended with the background? I guess this is just so beautiful. Why not subscribe to the channel for more other amazing tutorials? Like the tutorial as well, drop your comments, especially telling us where you are watching from, for I will be reading through all your comments. If you also have any worry, please let us know in the comment section. Now we're going to import another flower element, this time around with same gold kind of flower, and for obvious reason we just want to rotate this. Okay, then we can reduce it in size a bit, but then we go now to layer and send it to the back of the first flower. So how do you send it to the back? Just by clicking on this 8 dots here, long press on it and hold it. You can easily move it. All right, this is how you move elements on the layer panel. So lock everything up. Okay, once you lock everything up, select the two flower elements. Now use your relative position to make sure that it's somewhat in the middle. Okay, let's see that it did not work, so I'm going to leave it like that, and no need for that. Okay, so and the next thing that we need to do right now is to bring in another important element. This time around is this golden circle frame, as I can put it. So this is it here, and we're just going to reduce the size a bit. Okay, then we'll position it here. Now after positioning it there, what we need to do is to go back to shapes, Then we select a circle and we give it this color. All right, and after giving it the color, reduce it in size. So how, if you want to maintain the same color, let me show you the color code. Okay, the color I'm using for that shape. So click on the plus button and the color code is let's see the color code. It's 653A00. So that is the color code. You can copy it out. Okay, that's the color code for that shape that we're putting into this frame. So just make sure the shape is sized up properly, and using a relative position, you can just move around with it and go now to your layer and match it up all. Okay, so that it becomes one shape. Now you can reduce it in size and position it here. Then you can bring this flower elements. Let's bring the flower elements down. Okay, let's bring the flower elements down a bit. Okay, good. So after achieving this, we're going to go back and import this save the date and design. I will share it with you in the video description, so there are no issues at all. Now we're going to reduce the size of this drastically, but then go to your color area and make it white. So as you can see, is save the date. Go to stroke and give it a stroke width of just 1 to make it more obvious and maintain the same color. Okay, maintain the same color. All right, good. So the next thing that we're going to do right now is to write the name of the couples, and it's Joan and Gideon. But first of all, I want to start with Joan. And we're using the same color. Go to your fonts area. The name of the font we will be using is called the Great Vibes Regular. So you can download this particular font, Great Vibes, and just position it here for now. And as you can see, the text has some padding issues. Padding means a portion of the text is being hidden. So you just come to this editing option. A text editing option is right here called padding, and you can paddle it to the right, okay, and paddle it to the left as well. So just make a copy of it and write the other name, which is Gideon. So like I said, is Joan and Gideon. So we have the two names already, and we are going to copy this element that we created. Just make a copy of it and come to your relative size, reduce it in size, then go to relative position and make sure it's on the middle. Then you can bring Gideon now closer to it, and Joan also closer to it. Just make sure that everything is perfectly aligned. Now selecting the two elements, click on Joan first of all and go to style, make it bold. Same for Gideon, we're going to bold it so that it becomes much more obvious. Now go to your new text, double tap and write and. So we are looking for this and sign. There is this and sign that we want to use, so you can increase it in size so that you can move it faster, right? So let's see, Which color could we use here? Okay, let me go to font area first of all, and I'm using a font called Hunters for that uh, for that particular sign. Okay, so right now we're going to change the color into this. So we're changing the color into this other lighter gold. We reduce it in size properly. I use your position button to make sure that it fitted well into that particular shape. So after achieving all of this, the next thing that we need to do is to go to our import button, and right now I want us to import this ornament. I've got some wedding ornaments here, but look at what I'm going to do. I just want to crop this out, and we're using but this. So go to erase color and erase it, increase the tolerance, then go to stroke and add the stroke. Give the stroke color this same color that we use. I've shared the color code with you already. Then come back to the color and also give it the same color, and let's check the stroke. It should be 3. Okay, I think 2 is fine. All right, let's just position it here. Now use your relative position, reduce it in size once more. Then using relative position, you can plumb it to the middle, and you now use your position button to shift it down just a bit, so that we can now be able to bring in some other important information. So right now we're going to bring in some details, and the wedding is happening on the 11th of February. Let's just say the 10th of February 2024. I'm writing 2021, so make this in capital letters first of all, and I must emphasize that we're going to be using the same color. Right now, go to your font area, and the font we are using for this is the HK black. So the HK font family is here. We are using the black HK Grotex black, and let's check out the size. Should be at about 40. I think it will be okay. So let's leave it at 40, and look at what we're going to do. We're going to go to shapes, select a square, and give it the same color. As you follow the tutorial, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and don't forget to like this tutorial. Please drop your comment also, and share the tutorial with all other persons. Please subscribe to the channel for more other interesting tutorials. Thank you so much. So we're just going to minimize this line into a small tiny line here. Okay, and you can go to your layer panel and adjust it properly so that we have this. Now copy this and write the time. So it comes up at 10 a.m. And now you can align it properly with the first text. If you are facing issues with alignment, you can always use your grids. So let's click back on the small tiny line and shift it a bit. It should be somehow on the middle. And look at what we're going to do. We're going to select the two texts, starting from, let's first of all align the name Gideon and Joan. Let's make them to be aligned on the middle. Then same for this shape as well, it should be on the middle. Then let's align the name or the date, sorry, and the time. Good. So everything was fall exactly on the middle. And right now what we're going to do after putting all of this is to go back to our new text and write the location. So the wedding is happening at Our Lady. It's happening at Our Lady of Lourdes Parish. Our Lady of Lourdes Parish, Small Mankan. For those of us that are from Mankan, Bamenda, so we have Small Mankan, Bamenda. So this is our location in Cameroon. Shout out to all those who are watching us from Nigeria and Ghana as well. Indicate in the comment section where you are watching this particular tutorial from. So the location today is Bamenda, Our Lady of Lourdes Parish, Small Mankan, Bamenda. We're going to change the color to the same regular kind of color that we have been using. Then we go to our font area, and since we started with the HK font family, I'm just going to continue with this and this time around I'm using the semi-bold legacy. So HK Grotex font is a nice font family. You can get it also on dafont.com. So let's check the size of this text. It should be at about 30, but then let's go to alignment and use the middle alignment option, which is here. Let's make it to the middle alignment. Okay, so that we have this. Then using relative position, you can plumb it to the middle. So we have Our Lady of Lourdes Parish, Small Mankan, Bamenda. Right now we're going to copy the text once again and write the Répondez s'il vous plaît, which is actually in French, and it's just all for both families. So let's put this column and put both families. So for people who want to contact for more inquiries also, they can just contact any of the two families. But then we are going to reduce this to just about 20, and just for hierarchy sake, then we use relative position now to make sure it's on the middle, and we shift it up a bit. So guys, I think everything is well in place. When you check everything is good and perfect to go, it will have been a wrap on the wedding design. So this is just how you can create a wedding invitation design on your Pixellab application. But look at one important technique that you can use as well. We can hide this image. Usually couples go for not a lot of photo shoots, all right? So they might provide you with another photo like what we're going to do right now. So look at this other photo. You keep trying to see which one actually works. So we're just going to minimize this. I love playing around a lot with my designs. I am not constant. I love to be dynamic with it. So I'm going to bring this right now to fall at the same position. Look at where I'm positioning it on a layer, right? Can you see that they are almost on the same place? So we have hide the first one, which is this, and now you can also do this. Okay, so I think this is also great, and no issues at all. It's also great. You can use relative position to do some little kind of adjustments when necessary. So guys, this is just how you can design this kind of wedding invitation card on your Pixellab application. Don't go away without saving your work. And at this juncture, I want to say thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. I'm hoping to see you in the next slot. But then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to like this tutorial. Tell us in the comment section what you have learned in today's lesson. I am hoping to meet with you guys in our next tutorial. Thank you so much. God bless you.